Hi, it's Dr. Jeff from the Phoenix Waveform and NeuroFit, and today we're going to show you how to make your own grounding recovery cable that when you hold or attach to your wrist or your body is going to dissipate that harmful electric charge that's in your body and simulate barefoot walking on the ground. Actually a little bit better than barefoot walking, because when we actually attach this in to the ground in the house, that's distributed to the house and entered into the ground multiple times rather than just simply standing on the ground on our feet. So what we need, we can do this very quickly and easily and save yourself a ton of money. So first thing that we need is, I'm using some 14 gauge wire. You could use a stereo wire like this, but as you can see, this gets messy and tangled up. So we're not going to use that. So we're going to use a 14 gauge wire. I'm going to make two connections here, and then all we need is we need the plug that you could get at Home Depot or Lowe's for a couple dollars, some alligator clips. We're going to use a washer for our pad, and then we just need an outlet tester just to test our ground, to make sure our house is grounded, a pair of wire cutters, and screwdriver, and then a voltmeter if you actually want to test to see if the thing works. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and make that. So the first thing we're going to do is take our ends here, and we're just going to splice that off. I already did that. So we're going to splice that off. I'm making two attachments here. So what I'm going to do is take just the red and the black, and the red and black mean nothing. They're just red and black. You can get what other colors you can. I'm twisting these together here because I'm actually going to make two ends. I'm going to attach one to where the bottom of the foot and the other one to where the pain area is, and we're going to have this going on where the person's getting some therapy or whether they're sleeping. So I'm just going to wipe these around here, and then we get our plug. Okay, and the ground is this straight piece, so when we open it up, you see the ground which is attached to that straight piece, and that's what we are going to attach our wires to. So I attach both wires to the ground, to the straight piece right here, and you can see the ground, and I got both wires just screwed down there. And I did that because I'm going to put one of these leads closest to the injury and the other one on the bottom of the foot, and people could sleep with that, or what we do is we use it while they're on the Phoenix Waveform, getting therapy for other reasons. So we just put that in there, and we're going to close that guy up, and then I'm going to seal that down. And there's nothing electrical going through this because we're only doing attaching it to the ground lead, the long straight one, and then that ground's going to go into the ground in the wall. Okay, so we got that guy stuck in there, and now all we need to do is attach our alligator clip to our lead. And you're just going to put that alligator clip in there and then pinch it close. So I got my alligator clip attached to the wire. I'm just going to put a little electrical tape around there, just to hold things in place a little bit. Get your clip in there. So we have our leads attached right there to just the ground, but the last thing we're going to do, just for safety, is we're going to go ahead and remove these plugs right here. These ones right here. So we're just going to unscrew that and then pull it up. So I removed the screw, so you see the screws. We just take that off, and then we're going to pull this plug out. You might need to turn on its side and tap that with a little hammer to jar it loose. And then you're just going to grab a pair of pliers and then pull it out. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side, so we'll end up just having our ground. So now we remove both pieces. We're just with the ground. We're going to seal this back up and then we'll go ahead and test it. So now we remove the other two pins. We just have our ground. We have now at the other ends our alligator clip attached to electrode pad, or also an alligator clip attached to a aluminum screen. And now let's test this. So now we're going to test our grounding wire. So I have the voltmeter also grounded. I have the positive end that I'm going to hold. And you can see I'm registered for a charge of 1.5. Touch the pad, dropping down. I take my hand off the pad, goes up in here. We just have electrode tapped to the alligator. Here's our man-made metal aluminum screen. Touching the pad in here, so I'm just at charge at 1.7 about. Touch that. See it dropping, and it comes right back. And these electrodes work a little bit better if you damp a little water on them. So one more time, I'm holding it right here. So here's my charge, and it drops down. And we're going to put one of these on the bottom of the foot, and then the other pad closest to the injury or to the pain.